Hey, it is Saturday morning, and I said I was going to make a video, so let's make something easy. How about biscuits and gravy? Start off with your biscuits. You can make biscuits from scratch, but I'm not going to. I'm using a can of biscuits. If you don't know how to make biscuits from a can, this is the wrong video for you. Alright. Grease your pan. Put your biscuits on it, pop them in the oven. We'll get started on the harder part.
Get a pack of sausage. I like to use the patties. Alright, got 8 patties here. I'm going to cook them all up in the pan.
I'm hungry now, so I made some bread a couple days ago, toasted a piece, put some jelly and butter on it. It's pretty good. Really good. Still cooking.
Alright. Biscuits are done. Nice. Alright. Once your sausages are nice and brown and fully cooked, go ahead and pop them out. Try to leave as much grease in the pan. And I put them in a bowl. That'll make sense in a little bit. When you got your sausages in a bowl, just go ahead and chop them up. I like to use the spatula that I flipped them with anyway, to keep from using too many utensils. But just roughly chop them up. It ain't got to be pretty. Just smash them up in the bowl. Okay, so you should have a good bit of bacon grease in your pan, but hopefully more than this. For some reason, my sausages didn't produce a whole lot of grease this morning. I don't know what's going on. It don't make no sense, but if you don't have enough sausage grease to at least cover the bottom of the pan, hopefully you keep some bacon grease around your kitchen, like I do as a true southerner. So, throw you in some bacon grease. Trust me, it's kind of important to have some grease in this recipe. So, throw you in a little grease, let it melt down. Bring it back up to heat. Now that your grease is all nice and melted, we're going to go in with some all-purpose flour. Alright. And as always, I don't measure. I just do things roughly. Alright. I don't claim to be perfect at it, but this isn't one of those recipes where you really got to be exact. You can kind of work it as you go. But mix that flour around and suck up that grease, alright? And if you're struggling, you can kind of move it around, get all that grease picked up. I got it a little too high. You don't want to get this too hot, because as you heat up your flour mixture, it will start to thicken up over time. Now, we want kind of a thick roux here, is what we're making basically. So I'm going to put a little bit more flour in there. I want to absorb. There we go. See how it's starting to like clump up? That's kind of what you want to start with. Some clumps. Alright. Yeah. A little clumpy. That's kind of what we're looking for. Again, this is all just kind of a wing it, try it as you go. It's just a balancing act between milk, flour, and all that. Go ahead and throw your milk in there. Now my milk is cold, so that's going to cool my pan off, so it's going to take me a minute to get it back up, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit. And this is the tedious part, is you just want to keep stirring it. Just keep stirring, just keep stirring, just keep stirring, 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 just keep stirring. Yeah, just keep going. It'll thicken up, and if it still ends up being too thin, well, add some more flour. Alright, you just kind of play around with it till you get the consistency you want. Alright, scrape your sides off. And just stir it around. As it heats up, it'll thicken up. And you can always add more flour and more milk, depending on how much gravy you need to make for, however many biscuits you're trying to make. So, Just keep doing that until it starts thickening up. If it takes a while, like once you start getting some bubbling out of your milk, if it doesn't start thickening up, then you might add some extra flour. So pretty quickly, you'll see as I'm scraping the bottom, you can see it's thick. It's no longer getting watery. Now, as it gets thicker and thicker, if you don't want it to get too thick, you know what we do? Add some more milk. I'm doing this one-handed, alright? Respect the skill. Just go a little bit at a time, alright? We're not in a hurry. This is just a easy breakfast meal you can do hungover. You can do it on a Saturday or Sunday morning. It's not one you want to do before school or before work, unless you wake up really early. But we're just going to keep stirring it in. Scrape the sides up. Keep stirring. Alright, now that it's thickened up some, you want to add as much black pepper as you can, if you like it peppery. You want to at least add a little bit of black pepper, but I like it really peppery.
I'm not kidding. If you think you've added too much, you're wrong. Keep going. Yes, about that much. I want to see it in my gravy. I want to smell it in my gravy. Alright, so it's thick, it's peppered, time to add the sausage. That's what your sausage should look like. Nicely ground up. Still some chunks in there, not a bad thing, but mostly ground up into some small pieces. Alright, and you're gonna stir it in. Alright, this is why you need it a little thick, because it's gonna thicken up as we go. You want it a little thin, so it'll thicken up as we go, as we add everything in. Alright. It looks good to me if it looks good to you. That's a sausage gravy right there, baby. Now let's plate. I'm hungry.
Alright, I mean, plating it up's pretty easy. Take you a biscuit, rip it in half. Ain't gotta be perfect. It'll take two if you're nice and hungry. You can always come back for seconds. If you want, shred it up. You know, it ain't gotta be perfect. Take your gravy, big old scoop, just lay it on it. Lay it on there. It's not a pretty breakfast, it's a delicious breakfast. Perfect. What are you waiting for? Get cooking. Loving it. There's the spot.